Tonight, the United Workers' Party launches its full slate of candidates for the next general election and unveils a 7-point plan for St. Lucia. The Ministry of Education takes steps to tackle absenteeism in schools, and officials of the Ministry of Health prepare to submit plans to government to improve the island's healthcare system.
This is the Hot 7 Nightly News.
Good evening. It is Monday, 8th September 2025. I am Daniela Edwin. Welcome to the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. We are on Flu Channel 117, Kiss FM, the Caribbean Hot FM mobile app, the Caribbean Hot 7 TV Facebook page, and our new YouTube channel, Caribbean Hot 7 TV News. Not forgetting those of you using the Hot 7 plug and play antenna. Thank you so much for joining us. The campaign trail heats up as the United Workers' Party unveils its full slate of candidates for the next general election. Party leader Alan Chasney says this marks the beginning of a political shift across St. Lucia.
What is the code? What time is it? What time is it? What time is it? Tell them, ring the bell. We are ready.
The United Workers' Party has officially revealed its full roster of candidates for the upcoming general election, marking a pivotal moment in the party's campaign strategy. The unveiling took place on Sunday, September 7th at a rally in Micoud at the south of the island, where supporters gathered in anticipation. One by one, each candidate took to the stage, pledging unwavering commitment to the party's mission of restoring integrity and accountability to the nation's governance.
We face a great enemy. We face corruption like we have never seen before in this country. We face crime on the 5th floor of the waterfront building. We face greed like we have never seen before. Brothers and sisters, many of you live in fear. But I want to remind you, like the Lord reminded Sir John, be not afraid, for God goes before us always.
Castries Southeast candidate and deputy political leader of the UWP, Guy Joseph, delivered a stinging critique of the St. Lucia Labour Party's performance in Micoud North, claiming the constituency has seen no improvement under the current administration. In a bold political forecast, Joseph declared that Micoud North would be the first constituency to return to the fold of the United Workers' Party, signaling what he suggests could be the beginning of a broader national swing.
I want you to look around the community, look around the village, look around Monrepo and surrounding areas. Show me one thing that Labour has done in Micoud. Nothing. Everything you see in Micoud is the work of the United Workers' Party. And that is why whenever Philip J. Pierre calls the election, the first seat that is coming back home to the United Workers' Party is Micoud North.
Political leader of the United Workers' Party, Alan Chasney, declared that St. Lucia is poised for a political shift. In his address to the rally in Micoud on Sunday, Chasney told supporters the people of St. Lucia have made their choice. They are ready for a new government, unquote. According to Chasney, should his party secure victory at the polls, the long-anticipated SOS action plan will be rolled out without delay, signaling a new chapter for the nation.
I want to share with you the beginnings of a plan to save our St. Lucia. We call it SOS after the election. Because you all have already made up your mind. We need a change of government. You've already decided that the 17 men and women on this platform tonight are who you want to be the leaders of St. Lucia moving forward.
the UWP is in full campaign mode and ready for the next general election. For Hot 7 TV News, Josiah Bisen reporting.
In more political news, the United Workers' Party has unveiled a bold 7-step plan dubbed Save Our St. Lucia, or SOS, which party leader Alan Chasney says is designed to restore stability to the nation if his party is elected in the next general election.
Addressing the official launch of UWP candidates in Micoud on Sunday, political leader of the United Workers' Party, Alan Chasney, outlined the party's flagship initiatives should it take the reins of government after the next general election. According to Chasney, these measures are aimed at tackling economic, social, and security challenges that St. Lucia is currently facing. Among the major promises is the abolition of the 2.5% health and security levy.
We call it SOS after the election. Because you all have already made up your mind. We need a change of government. You've already decided that the 17 men and women on this platform tonight are who you want to be the leaders of St. Lucia moving forward. So tonight, on the 7th of September, present 7 steps. We'll continue announcing new things that we'll be doing in our SOS plan. The first thing that we're going to do after 2.5% levy that's bleeding the pockets of the people of St. Lucia. That money belongs to you, and not to allow all of these people to be traveling around the world at the expense of St. Lucians. The second thing that we will do within the first 20 days is that we will reduce the gas prices so that the people of St. Lucia can breathe once again.
On education, Chasney committed to free tuition for all students at the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College, expanding opportunities for young people and easing the financial pressure on families.
I want, on our fourth thing, I want the parents and particularly the young people of this country to listen to this one very carefully. The fourth thing that we're going to be doing under our SOS program is to give free tuition for all of the students going to Sir Arthur Lewis College. You have waited too long. And when the Labour Party tells you they want to make sure that one person in every family can get it, when is that going to happen? We have decided that education is too important for the advancement of the young people of this country, and we're going to give it to you.
The UWP leader further vowed to reintroduce the Border Control Unit with enhanced canine patrols at airports and seaports, as well as a closer coordination with police to curb the entry of illegal firearms into the country. He urged St. Lucians to stay focused and mobilized, framing the UWP as the party best equipped to steer the country toward recovery. The UWP's Save Our St. Lucia blueprint will form the foundation of its campaign message and manifesto as the party prepares to contest the next general election. For the Hot 7 TV News, I am Alvin Alexander.
Education Minister Sean Edward has unveiled plans to tackle chronic absenteeism in the island's school system. With just one attendance officer currently serving the entire country, the ministry is moving to expand its team in a bold effort to keep more students in class and on track.
In a significant move aimed at strengthening St. Lucia's education system, Minister for Education, Honorable Sean Edward, has announced plans to improve school attendance on the island. Currently served by a single attendance officer, St. Lucia is set to receive additional personnel dedicated to monitoring students' attendance across the country. The initiative, still in its planning stages, marks a decisive step by the ministry to address absenteeism and reinforce accountability within schools.
As we speak, and it has been so for a very, very long time, there is only one attendance officer in the Ministry of Education, and this individual is supposed to provide oversight for every school in the country, from Vieux Fort in the south to Grosley in the north, Soufrière in the west, and Dennery on the east coast. I had a sit down with Prime Minister Pierre prior to the reopening of school, and for the Ministry of Finance, of course, supported by the Office of the Prime Minister, we will be recruiting 4 additional attendance officers to basically go into the communities and to engage families, parents in particular, and students who have proven to be delinquent and not attending school with the degree of regularity that we believe they ought to be attending.
Underscoring the crucial role of student welfare, the minister emphasized that attendance officers are pivotal in ensuring every child has access to a strong and supportive educational environment, both within the classroom and beyond the school gate. Minister Edwards said the presence of attendance officers is essential in bridging the gap between home and school, laying the foundation of academic success.
This education minister and this administration that I'm a part of, we take a very keen interest in the holistic development of the child. So quite apart from the student who comes into the classroom, who is able to participate actively in the various lessons and extracurricular activities and things of that sort, we want to know what is happening to every student beyond the school compound, so that when we notice a pattern of delinquency and a pattern of absenteeism, we have a very, very particular interest in finding out what those reasons are.
Minister Edwards said the recruitment process for the new attendance officers will commence in the next few weeks. For Hot 7 TV News, Josiah Bisset reporting.
Coming up next, the media fraternity pays tribute to a veteran broadcaster, and Taiwan pledges continued support to youth development and sports in St. Lucia. All that and so much more coming up when we return.
Your life anywhere, anytime with your BOSL Visa credit card. Spend your life living BOSL's got you. Live your life your way. It's your life, it's what you do. Don't miss out on your chance of becoming $240,000 richer with Super 6. But you have to be in it to win it. Get your tickets today.
Every bed in our hospitals tells a story of someone's mother, someone's brother, someone's friend. And when that story of care is complete, it's time for the next chapter, home. But too often, discharged patients are left waiting hours, days, weeks, sometimes months, not because they want to stay, but because no one comes. We understand life gets busy, but every extra day they wait means another patient, perhaps in pain, perhaps in crisis, can't get the bed they desperately need. So when the call comes that your loved one is ready, please be ready too. Pick them up Bring them back to the comfort of family, where healing truly continues. Because caring doesn't end at discharge, it continues with you. A message from the Ministry of Health, Wellness and Elderly Affairs.
Now you can take Hot FM, Kiss FM, and Hot 7 TV with you wherever you go. Whether you're in St. Lucia or exploring our four corners of the globe. Our record-breaking app has already been downloaded over 500,000 times on Google Play and the Apple App Store. To bring you the best in HD sound, we've relaunched a brand new app. Get it for free in the App Store by simply searching Caribbean Hot FM HD. Listen to us in real time, anywhere, any place, anytime. We've added so many cool new features, like our live in-studio option, where you can see your favorite announcers and DJs at work. So download the app today. It's free. Spread the news. St. Lucia is now in HD around the world on the Hot FM app. Don't miss out. Join the fun and stay connected.
The second half of Season 2 is here, and Pereira and Company is back to reignite your passion for sports. Join Reds Pereira and his all-star lineup of guests as they dive into the heart of athletic excellence, sharing untold stories, powerful journeys, and the raw drive behind every triumph. From trending sports news to unforgettable moments that put you right in the action, each episode delivers insight, energy, and emotion that redefine what sports television can be. Catch it every other Thursday on Hot 7 TV after the evening news, simulcast on Kiss FM with a Sunday rebroadcast following the church service and telebituaries, while streaming live on the Hot 7 TV Facebook page and our new YouTube channel. Don't just watch the game, feel the fire, live the thrill, and celebrate the spirit of sport with Pereira and Company.
Pereira and Company is brought to you with the kind compliments of Laboratory Services and Consultations Limited and supported by Bellevue Hotel and Scott Sports and Awards.
This is the Hot 7 Night News.
Thanks for staying with us. A distinct voice on radio in St. Lucia has gone silent. Veteran broadcaster Tony Paul, affectionately known as TP, died on Saturday, September 6th, bringing a sudden and abrupt end to a decades-long career in broadcasting.
St. Lucia's media fraternity awoke on Saturday to the heartbreaking news of the passing of veteran broadcaster Tony Paul, a man who brought joy and cheer to listeners across local radio stations over the last 40 years. Affectionately known as TP, Paul's unique voice and style punctuated the airwaves of nearly every major radio station in St. Lucia, including Hot FM, Helen FM, and Liberty FM, where his vibrant presence and professionalism earned him widespread respect and admiration. A seasoned media man, Paul was more than just a radio personality. He was a mentor, a trailblazer, and a co-founder of Rev Up St. Lucia, a new radio station founded with his older brother and fellow broadcaster, Andre Paul. Colleagues and listeners have begun to pay tribute to Paul, remembering him as a mentor, entertainer, and friend. Many have described his passing as the end of an era in St. Lucian radio, noting that his voice had become a staple of daily life on the local radio. Tony Paul's legacy lives on in the thousands of listeners to whom he brought joy and cheer, and the indelible mark he has left on St. Lucia's broadcasting landscape. May he rest in peace. For Hot 7 TV News, Josiah Bise reporting.
The long-awaited transformation of the Grozile playing field has been completed. The fully refurbished facility, complete with lighting, seating, and changing rooms, was officially opened on Saturday, September 6, 2025. it has been renamed the Francis Baba Lastic Grounds. Addressing the opening ceremony, MP for Grosley and Minister for Youth Development and Sports, Kenson Kazemi, said it was fitting to honor the legacy of one of Grosley's leading sports personalities.
Fanfare, football, fireworks, and entertainment signaled a new beginning at the Francis Baba Lastic Grounds, formerly the Grosley Mini Stadium, and before that, the Grosley Playing Field. Sports Minister and Member of Parliament for Grosley, Honorable Kenson Kazemi, reflected on his personal journey in sports in the community.
Well, I feel honored as the parliamentary rep. I would have grown up in this place, become a national athlete as a result of using the media facilities we had. So one can only imagine what would have been the careers of those people I speak of if they had better facilities. So as a Minister of Sport, we want things to be better off than what you had. So I worked tirelessly with my team to ensure that we put a proper design together and constructed this beautiful venue for the people that was achieved.
Now equipped with upgraded seating, lighting, and changing facilities, the mini stadium no longer resembles the patch of grass it once was. It's now a modern, semi-professional sporting facility.
Yeah, well, we always had a vision with the Honorable Prime Minister to develop a youth economy, and we wanted to develop a youth economy in sport as well. And so that is why we felt it was very, very important to have a semi-professional league to ensure that these players today, they are getting paid to play football. That is something I never experienced. That is something Francis Lastic did not experience in Grosley until he went to Europe and Trinidad. So we're bringing it to these young people, and so they have better opportunities under this government to continue to flourish.
The minister's statements align with the government's broader objective of advancing the youth economy through sports, creating pathways for local talent, and fostering community spirit through accessible, safe athletic spaces. His remarks also echo his declaration in April of a new era for sports development in St. Lucia, with significant upgrades across venues such as the Mindu Phillip Park and investments in semi-professional sporting facilities. The newly opened Francis Baba Lastic Grounds stands as a beacon of that strategy in action, grounded in local legacy and designed for future growth and inclusivity. For the Hot 7 TV News, I am Alvin Alexander.
Meanwhile, Taiwan has pledged its continued support to youth development and sports in St. Lucia. Taiwan's ambassador to St. Lucia, Her Excellency Nicole Su, has reaffirmed her country's support to the island's development, emphasizing the shared values and strong diplomatic ties that continue to drive collaboration, particularly in sports infrastructure and youth development.
Her Excellency Nicole Su, Ambassador of the Republic of China, Taiwan, has reaffirmed her country's commitment to St. Lucia, speaking on the sidelines of the official opening of the Francis Baba Lastic Grounds in Grosley. Ambassador Su noted that each community's unique needs are considered when planning projects, especially of a sporting nature.
We always partner with the Indonesian government as we are planning, and I think each community has a different need in a way that obviously here in Grosley, the design is most suitable for Grosley. Here in different communities, I think maybe you would like to have places with more covering and perhaps some places you would prefer more lighting. So I think each community is different in a way that I think the community council as well as the Ministry of Sports, they would make the best plan. And then we will of course cooperate and partner with the government to see what is best and then to support accordingly.
Reflecting on the new Grosley Sport Facility, Ambassador Su described the project as a milestone in community sports, one that is vital in the development of the nation's youth.
I think it is very important that young people have the facility and the equipment to promote, to pursue sports, because I think we need to have a very healthy country in a way that we want to have the best use, to make the best use of all the available resources. And sport is a very useful tool to make that the people, especially the young people, are being occupied with the good activities to promote health, as well as mentally. I think it is a very important thing, because in sport, no matter what sport that you're playing, it's a teamwork, and that would be able to cultivate and develop the teamwork spirit of the young people, and then also at the same time to develop the physique and so on. So in Taiwan, we value sport very much, and we're very happy that here in St. Lucia, you also value sport very much. And that's why we're very happy that to support the equipment procurement with the $2.7 million dollars. We are procuring the equipment and also refurbishing several sporting facilities. I think that is very important.
Taiwan recently committed $2.7 million toward infrastructure projects across the island. Embassy officials say such investments aim to provide young people with access to facilities that encourage healthy lifestyles, teamwork, and personal growth. For the Hot 7 TV News, I am Alvin Alexander.
The Ministry of Equity, Social Justice and Empowerment informs the public that normal office operations at its main office, located on the 4th floor of the Graham Louise Administrative Building at the Castries waterfront, has resumed. Regular office hours are 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Monday to Friday. The ministry thanks the public for its patience and understanding during the temporary closure and looks forward to continuing to serve citizens in a safe and healthy environment. Stay tuned, we'll be right back with more news.
If I would have known that you wouldn't be here anymore, I would have made the moments last a little longer. 'Cause now I'm alone, and you're just a memory in my mind. I would have given anything to say goodbye. My big bro, the general. 21 gun salute, I'll see you soon on the other side. If I would have known, if I would have known, I'd have broke parole and come home sooner. If I would have known.
Do you feel like you're drowning in debt? Have your sources of income been severely impacted and you have nowhere to turn? The St. Lucia Teachers Credit Cooperative Limited is here to save. With our rescue plan, we can consolidate your debt obligations into one easy-to-manage loan with affordable payment terms, tailored to keep you afloat. Contact us today at 453-2538 in Castries or 454-7802 in Viewfort for further details. The St. Lucia Teachers Credit Cooperative Limited, an educated choice.
Looking for the best way to advertise? Stop searching. Hot 7 TV gives you more reach, more impact, and more value. Get your business in front of the right audience and watch your sales soar. Don't miss out. Call 452-6040 today and take advantage of our exclusive advertising packages. Hot 7 TV, smart advertising for smart businesses.
The third segment of the Hot 7 Nightly News is brought to you with the kind compliments of Caribbean Awning. Let us cover your world.
This is the Hot 7 Nightly News.
Welcome back. Valian Anthea Eugene, a young poet from Choiseul, St. Lucia, has launched 2 collections, I Almost Loved You to Hate and Sacred Waters, which explore themes of resilience and personal triumph. The collections were unveiled on August 30th, 2025 at the Comedy Shack in Raytree to an engaged audience. Eugene describes I Almost Loved You to Hate as her most vulnerable work, stemming from her experiences in an abusive relationship, and aims to illuminate the complexities of such situations. Conversely, Sacred Waters symbolizes her healing journey and serves as a celebration of her growth beyond pain. Eugene expresses a desire for this collection to guide others in their journeys of self-discovery and transformation. Copies of both collections are available for purchase from the author via Instagram at The Healing Goddess Collective, phone at 485-3777, and online at www.amazon.com/author/VA Eugene. In other news, a team from the Ministry of Health, Wellness and Elderly Affairs recently met to discuss the submission of a new initiative for the 2026-2027 budget cycle. The meeting provided a platform for heads of department to get a better understanding of the submissions to ensure they are aligned with government's strategic plans for the sector. We hear more in this video news release.
Various heads of departments within the Ministry of Health, Wellness and Elderly Affairs recently met to discuss and evaluate new initiatives for the budget cycle for fiscal year 2026-2027. The objective of the meeting was to prepare and familiarize the heads with the guidelines for submission of the request of funds for new initiatives and ensure it is aligned with the government's policies and strategic plans. Chief Medical Officer Dr. Sharon Belma-George engaged the Public Health Primary Care team and reiterated to the heads of departments the need to gain a great understanding of the budget cycle, gather data to support new initiatives, and ensure the proposed initiatives support the government's financial goals.
Earlier in the year, the Public Health Primary Care team, that is all of the heads of department, we did an assessment to look at where the critical gaps that affect our services exist. We also did a review of the data looking at our patient outcomes in terms of persons who use the healthcare facilities, and also where the outcomes may not be what we are looking for. So coming out of both the data and the assessment of the health systems, we looked at where the priorities areas are, which fed into the development of our new spending requests. So today, the various heads were presenting those new initiatives to the team to ensure that they're holistic, that they are complete, and that they accurately address the main priorities as well for the government.
Dr. Belma-George expressed great pleasure that one of the key priority areas for the government in the budget cycle is health and wellness, resilience and strength in the healthcare system to continue with the implementation of universal health coverage.
We note for the efficient implementation of universal health care, primary health care strengthening and quality systems are quite critical to ensure proper implementation. So given that premise, we have already drafted the majority of our new spending requests in preparation for submission towards the 2026-2027 budget cycle.
In the coming weeks, the heads of departments will prepare and submit proposed new initiatives and budget allocations for their respective departments within the Ministry of Health. Reporting from the Communications Unit of the Ministry of Health, Wellness and Elderly Affairs, I am Fennel Neptune.
St. Lucia has enhanced its capacity to manage incidents involving venomous animals, such as snake bites, following participation in a regional meeting in Sao Paulo, Brazil, on August 21st to 22nd, 2025. Dr. Delphina Vernon, Senior Medical Officer in the Ministry of Health, represented the island alongside public health experts and toxicologists from over 20 countries to discuss the rising concerns surrounding venomous animal incidents, including advancements in anti-venom therapies and community education. Dr. Vernon noted that while snake bites are infrequent in St. Lucia, climate change has intensified the issue, bringing the venomous Fudilas snake closer to populated areas. She remains optimistic that insights gained from the meeting will aid in updating clinical guidelines for snakebite management, enhancing emergency response protocols, and increasing public awareness, particularly in rural and agricultural regions. Stay with us, the weather report is up next.
The third segment of the Hot 7 Nightly News is brought to you with the kind compliments of Caribbean Awning. Let us cover your world.
At Caribbean Awning, we can protect your livelihood and assets against storms, hurricanes, and intruders with our shutters and roll-up steel doors. We firmly believe that everyone should have access to smarter, higher quality, and affordable security solutions. Caribbean Awning hurricane screens and shutters are Miami-Dade County approved to withstand storms, hurricane pressure, and winds. Our customizable estate gates, fencing, and burglar bars are an attractive and affordable security solution to safeguarding your loved ones and property. Living near sea blast, Caribbean Awning aluminum product line, railing, fencing, and gates are all manufactured from extruded aluminum, providing you with durable, rust-free protection. Our face recognition security system is a cutting-edge technological solution to improve your compound surveillance measures and gives you a peace of mind. Diamond Award-winning Caribbean Awning. Let us cover your world.
And now for the weather report.
Present weather at Urinar Airport is fair. Present weather at Georgia Fairchild Airport is fair. Present temperature at Urinar Airport is 42 degrees Celsius or 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Wind at Urinar Airport is blowing from the east at 17 miles per hour or 28 kilometers per hour. Rainfall in the 24-hour period that ended at 8 a.m. today at Urinar Airport 0.4 millimeters, at George F. L. Childs Airport 3.2 millimeters, sunset today 6:10 p.m., sunrise tomorrow 5:52 a.m. Forecast for St. Lucia valid for the next 24 hours. Winds will be blowing from the east near 16 miles per hour or 26 kilometers per hour. Weather, fair to partly cloudy skies with a few showers. Marine forecast for seas in a 25-mile or 40 kilometers radius from St. Lucia. Tides for Castries Harbor, high at 4:09 p.m., low at 10:03 p.m. Tides for Beaufort Bay, high at 5:16 p.m., low at 11:30 p.m. Seas, slight to moderate with waves 2 to 5 feet or 0.6 to 1.5 meters. Tropical weather outlook. Weak and stable conditions will cause a few scattered showers over the Lesser Antilles during the forecast period. A surface trough is expected to cause cloudiness, showers, and isolated thunderstorms over the northern half of the region from tonight. A tropical wave located over the central tropical Atlantic is moving westward near 15 miles per hour or 14 kilometers per hour and is expected to affect the Lesser Antilles from late Tuesday into Wednesday. Another tropical wave located over the far eastern tropical Atlantic is moving westward near 10 miles per hour or 17 kilometers per hour. Tropical cyclone formation is not expected during the next 7 days.
And with that, we come to the end of the Hot 7 TV Nightly News for today, Monday, 8th September 2025. Don't forget to join us tomorrow at midday for our next news major. On behalf of the entire news team, I am Daniela Edwin. Thank you for tuning in and to have a good night.
And now, for our Hot 7 TV special news feature.
It is Monday, September 8th, 2025. I'm meteorologist Brian Shields. We are tracking several tropical waves out there. I want to track these one